Hey, I'm Kat, and if you want a friend to hang out with while you're getting some cleaning done, maybe checking some stuff off your to-do list, then I'd love to keep you company, so grab a fun drink and let's be productive together. It's funny because I used to be somebody who was so anti-clutter. Like if there was anything other than the absolute, not the absolute essentials, but like the decor that I've put out, the pillows, things like that out, it just made me feel just kind of like, I don't know, I just didn't like it, not at peace. Since having a baby, which is why I say the past 4 months, my son is 4 months now, it is really changed. Now don't get me wrong, I still don't like to have a bunch of unused stuff all over the place. However, my like threshold for how much stuff is left out has definitely gone significantly up because there's just so many baby products that we use on a day-to-day basis. For example, in the living room, we have 2 different seats, his swing and the baby Bjorn. We also have a play mat on the floor. We had his bassinet out there for a little while, like the one from the stroller, because he would lie in that. We have a little bin with some of his toys that he likes to play with, and it just doesn't make sense to pack that stuff up every day and then put it back. So it just kind of sits there, and it makes my life so much easier. And the same thing in the kitchen is you'll see. I used to want absolutely nothing on the kitchen counters, or like as little as possible, but now we have all our bottle stuff. We have the bottle washer, which we only use for a dryer, but that's a different story. I find that it's better to have it out than to have to be putting it away and taking it back every single day. So little fun thing that has changed in my life since becoming a mom. And kind of along the same lines of what we just talked about with like having a whole bunch of stuff out, some of the stuff like the baby Bjorn seat, the swing, I only have one of each of those. I'm not going to have duplicates for upstairs and downstairs, but the playmat is something that's really nice to have one upstairs and one downstairs. And we do have different ones because I think it's, that's a fun thing to switch up. He has the Love Everyone in the nursery and then this Finding Nemo themed one downstairs. Okay, moving on to the kitchen. Now here you can see, if you're looking at the screen, I popped Louie into his little baby Bjorn. He loves watching me clean the kitchen. And I have to say, when it comes to his wake windows, which on average are like an hour and a half to 2 hours at this point, I like to make it a combination of obviously playtime and reading time and things like that, but then also time spent where he's just watching me do everyday chores like cleaning, making my breakfast, folding laundry, things like that. When I'm doing these things, most of the time I'm talking to him, and sometimes when I'm making my breakfast, I'll like show him like, this is the egg and I crack this in the bowl and then I put in the salt and and I think it's so funny to have him watch. And I'm by no means an expert, but I do think it's really beneficial for him to be included and have me kind of talk him through the things that I'm doing, even if he doesn't know what I'm saying. And of course, as he gets older, I'm really excited to have him participate in tasks like folding the laundry and cooking dinner and those mundane tasks that get done every day. And I think one of the most important lessons that I want to teach Louie, and really anybody, is that your life is legitimately just a series of moments, and if you can learn how to romanticize those everyday moments that otherwise may be kind of mundane and boring, but you can make them a little bit more fun, a little bit more special, and be incredibly grateful with everything that you're able to do, then that's how you're going to be the happiest that you possibly can be, because there's no escaping doing dishes, there's no escaping folding your laundry and cooking dinner. But if you can change the way you think about it and do little things to make those mundane moments a little more special, like light a candle, listen to some fun music or a podcast, or FaceTime a friend while you're doing them, just something to make it a little bit more romanticized, you will be surprised at how much more fun, enjoyable, and honestly just like magical your life becomes. I know I've talked a lot about the house hunting journey that my husband and I are on, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. I'm not going to lie, this is not the most positive update, but I do think that anybody who's looking for a home in this market can most likely relate to this. I hope that you can't, but chances are, most people that I talk to have gone through similar things. So I wanted to talk about it. My husband and I have been pretty seriously looking to buy a house for about like 8 or 9 months now. We've put in multiple offers, which obviously have all been declined. There are two that stand out to me that really, really were like incredibly disappointing when we didn't get them. And even though I am a firm believer that rejection is just redirection and our perfect home is waiting out there for us, we just need to find it and eventually it will make sense why nothing else has worked out. I'm not going to lie, the constant stress has really started to drain me and get to me. And it's kind of to the point, and I'm curious if you've been through something similar, if you can relate, but it's like when I see a house that I'm interested in pop up on like the website, or if Tim sends me one, it actually gives me more negative feelings than positive ones because, my initial thought is, oh, that house looks really exciting. But then quickly all of the thoughts about like, oh, we're probably not going to get it. And, even if we do put in an offer, it's probably not going to be accepted. There's probably so many people looking at it and I'm going to have to feel that disappointment again. And there's just no point in even dealing with it. And that's kind of where my mind goes. But I will say that something that actually has been helping me a lot is if you watch Catherine Elaine, she's another YouTuber on here. You've probably heard of her. I love her videos. She recently went through a similar situation where her and her husband were looking to buy a house. They put in multiple offers, they were getting outbid every single time. I know they more recently had a situation where they got an offer accepted. They ended up backing out of it. And she was like talked in a lot of videos about just how overwhelming and stressful the whole thing was. But then she recently just announced that they got a house, they found one, they bought it, and it all just magically fell into place like so perfectly. And it just made sense to her why nothing else worked out before. And hearing that story is really what I needed. That eventually we will find the right house and it will all make sense as to like the timing of how everything happened. So I just wanted to share one so that if you're going through something similar, I can tell you are definitely not alone, and also to share some appreciation for Catherine and the fact that she's been sharing her experience because I know that I have found that incredibly helpful. Hi from Louie's bookshelf. So as of not too long ago, this was Louie's only Christmas book. I was telling my mother-in-law how I wanted to get more books or like Christmas themed books because we have a ton of books, but like that's our only Christmas one. And the next thing I know, we get a package with a whole bunch of Christmas books. So I'm so grateful and so excited. So I'm going to show you the books, add them here, and I'm curious if you know any of these books. The book I know I want to get Louie is a copy of The Polar Express. But other than that, I'm curious if you know any of these books and any recommendations that you have of like Christmas holiday books that you really loved as a kid or that your kids love that I should get for Louie. The first one is Peekaboo Christmas. This is so cute. Next is Biscuit Gives a Gift. I don't remember this book, but I do remember Biscuit books. This one is so cute. Peekaboo Santa. And it's got like little interactions. Isn't that so cute? Louie's chiming in from his Love Every Mat. Llama Llama Jingle Bells. We do actually have another Llama Llama book. I don't know where it is, but those are cute. Then this one has the most like magical pictures. Louie's being very talkative. This one I can just already tell is going to be such a classic in our home because the pictures are just so beautiful. I mean, those are just a couple, but this is Goodnight Santa. I'll have links to all of these books. And also not a total side note, but this chair I got from Amazon, I will have it linked below. Or I'll put this in the crib sometimes, or sometimes you'll see me, I have it in the bassinet while I'm like folding laundry and he's sitting in here. Do you want to read a Christmas book? Hi, buddy. Good night, Santa. Here comes Santa. Ho, ho, ho. The world below is frosty white. There's magic in the air tonight. That was a good book. I love you. Welcome back. Although it's been a second for you, it's been a full day for me, or almost a full day. Although I am wearing the exact same outfit as yesterday because I love this outfit. The only difference is I have a gray t-shirt on underneath instead of a white one. And we have 2 more rooms. The nursery we're gonna do right now. I do have some clean laundry to fold. Then the bedroom, which is a total disaster. And also Katie Vining just posted a video, so we're gonna watch that. Also, I don't know if I said this, but Louie is currently napping, so he will probably get up soon, and then he'll watch me as I clean. All right, I thought as we're cleaning up the nursery, I could share a little bit of an update on, not as much on Louie, but more on like me and my life as a mom. I'm now 4 months postpartum. I'm definitely feeling so much more confident as a mom, and like just my ability to take care of him. And at the beginning, it was literally like anything I did, I was so terrified. Like changing him, I was afraid I was going to hurt him. Feeding him, I was nervous I wasn't doing it right. Like everything was just so much more scary. But now I'm so grateful to feel so much more confident. One, like, I wouldn't, this isn't funny. It's kind of like, not funny, haha, but just if you ask my husband, he'd be like, yep, that's true. Something that I've recently been experiencing is like extreme irritability. And I'll like consciously know like, okay, I'm being unreasonably irritable right now, but I just feel so like, I don't know another word other than irritable to describe it. I have heard moms refer to it as like nursing rage, things like that. And let me just tell you, I've been feeling it. And sometimes I just need to be like, Kat, take a chill pill. You're fine. There's no reason to be annoyed right now. And I know that that'll get better, but it's just something I've been experiencing. So I'm curious if you have also nursed, or maybe not just, you know, the sleep deprivation, although my sleep has gotten a lot better. So I don't know. Let me know if that's something you've experienced. All right, moving into the bedroom, Louie was up and he was ready to hang out. So as I mentioned before, this little blow up seat is amazing. I popped that in the bassinet and he was just chilling with me. I saw this Instagram, and I don't know, this may make me sound a little crazy, but it is what it is, because couldn't be truer for me. I am somebody where if you try and get near the bed with your outside clothes, it's going to drive me crazy. Like Tim knows not to get in bed if he's still wearing the clothes that he was wearing out and about all day. But for some reason, Callie, my dog, can pop on the bed. She can sit on my pillow, and it genuinely doesn't bother me at all. I mean, given she is definitely a clean dog, I give her a bath at least once a month. She's just like kind of she doesn't really shed that much, but I know that doesn't make any sense. Like logically, I should not be okay with her on my pillow if I don't want people in their outside clothes on my bed, but it doesn't bother me for some reason. So let me know if you can relate to that. But anyways, moving on, after I popped all these clean clothes on the bed so that I can fold them, I had a whole bunch of dirty clothes that were on the floor because I had needed, like I was trying to find something or an item clothing, I forget what it was, leggings or something. And so I completely emptied out the dirty laundry pile. I did find them, so that's good. But I didn't put them back. So we're taking care of that. Louie is definitely a mobile baby. He has this little portable one, which he absolutely loves. And then he's got another one in his crib. I'll have both of them linked there from Amazon. But I thought it was funny. We were at the doctor's office today for his 4-month appointment. I can't believe how fast that came. But he was kind of like getting a little fussy. And then I noticed they had a similar kind of like mobile type thing hanging from the ceiling. And I lifted him up to look at it, and his eyes were just glued. He was so interested. It was so cute to see. So I'm curious if you have a baby. Does your baby also like mobiles? I just think it's so cute to watch him watch it and be like so mesmerized by it. Now, if you're anything like me, you have an area where you put socks when you don't know where their match is. This is specifically my husband's socks because he has so many more than me. And I did not realize how long it had been that I had been adding to this, like, you know, socks that don't have their match area. So I decided it was finally time to go through them. And you can see halfway through, Louis decided he wanted some entertainment and attention. So he's sitting with me. But I was going through, there were so many matches that I was able to make. There were still a decent amount that their matches are probably somewhere in the laundry, maybe under the bed, to be honest, under the couch, in the car, I don't know, just disappeared into the world. But I made as many more matches as I could. And I know Tim will be very pleasantly surprised when he goes into sock bin and there's a ton more socks that just magically appeared. And I actually was so excited to find that I had 2 additional bags, like storage bags of some holiday stuff, but also just like fall and winter sweaters that I completely forgot that I had. And it's funny, and I'm going to claim pregnancy brain. But when I did my closet refresh video a couple weeks ago, in that video, I took out a whole bunch of my fall sweaters that I had in storage. And I remember thinking to myself, like, oh, I thought I had more than this, but I guess not. And I just didn't think much about it. Like, I just kind of went on my way thinking that whatever sweaters were in that one bag is everything that I had. And then when I saw these, when I was pulling out the Christmas decorations, I was like, oh my gosh, I have so many more sweaters that I don't know how I forgot about all of these. So I was very excited, but I also was determined to declutter as many of them as I could, because as I've talked about, I'm kind of on a declutter journey right now.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you I like.
To finish up this clean with me, we're doing some vacuuming. I think it's so cute how Callie like stands there like, what are you doing, Mom? Why are you, what is that? And sometimes she'll actually try and attack the vacuum. She didn't today, but I think it's the funniest thing when she does that. But if you are still cleaning and you want any more cleaning motivation, or you want to just like kind of keep getting stuff on your to-do list done with me, I will have my mom cleaning playlist as well as just like my regular clean with me playlist, which that playlist has videos from like years. Obviously I only became a mom recently, so that playlist is, I'm slowly but surely adding to it. Actually, not that slowly, because I have been putting out cleaning videos every single week, 1 to 2 videos a week, which I'm keeping the pace up. So I hope that you're enjoying. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and come back for more so that we can hang out together next time you have more stuff to do. All right. Love you. Bye.